Hello, everybody. If you're having some trouble finding a seat, we do have some open seating here on the lawn on the left side of the stage. So if you'd like to find some seating, there's some available seating here in the front. Thank you.
Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that the University of Puget Sound is located on the traditional homelands of the Puyallup tribe. The Puyallup tribe have lived on and stewarded these lands since the beginning of time and continue to do so today. We recognize this land acknowledgement is only the first step toward true allyship, and we remain committed to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the indigenous people of this land and beyond. Graduates of the classes of 2024, families, colleagues, trustees, and friends, it's a joy to welcome you to the University of Puget Sound's 132nd commencement in this, our 136th year. I cannot adequately express how thrilled we are to be here today to celebrate your accomplishments. Many of the students graduating today joined us as the world was engulfed in an ongoing pandemic, and the beginning of their academic careers were marked with uncertainty and unprecedented challenges and obstacles. For many of you who graduated from high school or college in 2020 or 2021, this may be your first in-person commencement ceremony, and we are so excited to celebrate with you today. None of us could have predicted the events that unfolded over the course of your college careers, but we all applaud you for your resilience, your spirit, and your determination. Graduating seniors Larissa Kauke and Liana Gregor will now sing America the Beautiful, followed by our university chaplain, the Reverend David P. Wright, class of 1996, who will offer the invocation.
Dear ones, we gather this beautiful afternoon to home hidden on the horizon, but surrounded by the southern arms of the Salish Sea, celebrating the class of 2024. In this beautiful and transformative context, I invite us all to open our hearts and minds to one another and to the world around us. In this place, in this context, we encounter the sacred in myriad secular and spiritual paths. In the wonder of nature, lives of love, resilience, and compassion, the mystery of God or goddess, in the challenge, commitment, and joy of athletics, the elegance and beauty of science and art, in seeking justice and equity for all people, and the critical inquiry and self-reflection at the heart of the liberal arts. Today, the sacred also resonates in the name of each graduate read aloud. It echoes in the words offered by our speakers and our singers. It surrounds us, infuses us, transforms us. With gratitude, may we find the sacred in the relationships, the communities, the work that we have done together and that you will do in the world. Graduates, today we send you forth as a blessing, as a living invocation yourselves, an expression of hope and change into a world that sorely needs the wisdom, care, passion, and compassion you have demonstrated here. We dream that you may be a blessing to all the earth, continuing the work of Tikkun Olam, of repairing the world, of bringing care and respect towards all sentient beings. May you lean into that work with your full and dazzling selves, now and always a part of the legacy and life of Puget Sound. Amen, and blessed be.
You may be seated. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I am pleased to welcome our graduating students and their family and friends, the faculty and staff of the university, and our special guests to this momentous day. Today, we celebrate a rite of passage, the conclusion of our students' course of study at the undergraduate or graduate level, and the beginning of their lives as Puget Sound alumni. Graduates, you have accomplished much in your time as students at Puget Sound, and we know greatness lies ahead for each of you. On this special day, I hope you will remember the generations of loggers who have come before you. Just as they have remained engaged after leaving campus, I hope you too will do the same. I am proud to be a Puget Sound graduate from the class of 1983 and to have earned my JD from Puget Sound's law school in 1986. When I graduated, I did not imagine that I would be here in this role today. It is a true honor to represent the University of Puget Sound as an alumna and as the chair of the Board of Trustees. And perhaps one of you will have the same honor in the future and be standing at this podium. As you have been leaders at your college, we now invite you to join the trustees, members of the Alumni Council, and others to be leaders for your college. Keep in touch with your classmates and other logger friends. Mentor current students. Attend events in your hometown and here on campus, and support faculty and students through gifts to the Puget Sound Fund. And mark the date for your 5th reunion in June of 2029. Because you know what we say, once a logger, my fellow trustees and I thank you all for participating today in this ceremony that represents the culmination of the undergraduate and graduate classes of 2024's Puget Sound education and the commencement of the next stage in your lifelong Puget Sound experience. Now, please join me in welcoming back to the podium Puget Sound's 14th president, Isaiah Crawford.
Greetings, graduates, family, and friends. A commencement is not only a celebration of each graduate, but an affirmation of the many contributions and sacrifices that family and friends have made over the years to support you. None of these exceptional graduates would be before us today without your love and support. So graduates, please give your loved ones a well-earned round of applause for all they have done to bring you to this great moment in your life. And now, I must congratulate and thank my faculty and staff colleagues for their important work in guiding, shaping, inspiring, and mentoring our graduates. Thank you, my friends, for investing so much of yourselves in our students. My colleagues, you have done an outstanding job. The evidence of your commitment is readily apparent. The achievements of these graduates are now part of your legacy and a clear demonstration of the contributions you have made to the world. Graduates, please join me in recognizing and thanking our faculty and staff for the difference they've made in your life. Graduates of the Puget Sound classes of 2024, those who've earned your bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, it is now my great pleasure to express my congratulations to you. The academic excellence you pursued over your time at Puget Sound is a testament to your intellectual curiosity, hard work, commitment, and discipline. It has not been easy, I know. Along with the joy of discovery and the mastery of new concepts and ideas, there have also been moments of doubt, assignments that seemed impossible to complete, lessons both in and out of the classroom that expanded your sense of who you are and what you are here to do. And of course, you completed your studies as the world grappled with the pandemic, conflict and war in areas across the globe, our nation's responses to continuing calls for racial and social justice, and the challenges of growing political divide within our democracy. The degrees that we will soon bestow upon you will truly acclaim the profound significance of your achievement and your readiness to take on whatever may come before you in the years ahead. My faculty and staff colleagues, our trustees, and I wish you all the success you can achieve in whatever ways you might measure or define success. But know that we also hold a particular expectation of you, that you will use this valuable education to make a difference in our world. You are prepared to do what is hard, to search for truth, and to do what you believe is right and just in service of creating a more humane world. The Puget Sound education in which you have so fully invested will give you the tools, the skills, the insights and experience to face the most difficult challenges that are before us. We have every expectation that you will do just that. Put your educations to work to meet the needs of the world community. Graduates, be not afraid of your greatness. Reach high, reach deep, and change the world. To quote Winston Churchill, you will make all kinds of mistakes, but as long as you are generous and true and also fierce, you cannot hurt the world or even seriously distress her. She was made to be wooed and won by youth. Graduates, the world is ready for you. It needs you. So off you go with purpose and impact to remake the world. Thank you very, very much. It's now my great pleasure to tell you a little bit about our class speaker, Nathan Durham, class of 24, Masters in Education. Nathan is graduating with a Master's of Education in School Counseling. Nathan received his BA in History for Secondary Education from Grand Canyon University and brings a valuable perspective to the classroom as a military veteran and former private industry employee. He's actively involved in the Graduate Student Council and regularly volunteers at events on and off the campus of the School of Education. Nathan has demonstrated insightful applications of his learning through data projects that inform district administrators on integrating academic and behavioral instruction and intervention to support student success. Please join me in welcoming Nathan to the podium.
Absolutely. All right, just a few people. We're just talking. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nathan Durham. I would first like to say how honored I am to have the privilege of telling my story and getting to stand to speak at such a special event for myself and all of you in attendance today. To my cohort, I am on a time limit, so this will be much shorter than what you're used to from me. When finishing high school in 2014, I didn't know what I wanted to do after I graduated, but I knew I didn't want to stay in my hometown of Auburn, California while I figured it out. Because of this, I joined the Army, and Joint Base Lewis McChord was my first duty station after completing training. It meant a lot to be stationed here, as my grandfather was also assigned to Fort Lewis many years ago. I just wish he would have mentioned how much time I'd be spending trying to keep my gear dry. During an overseas deployment to Iraq, I remember discussing the future over a game of spades with the other members of the maintenance team I was on. Everyone seemed to have a good idea of what they wanted to do when they got out, and I found myself still aimless in what my plan was. When sharing this uncertainty with my squad mates, someone mentioned that they could see me becoming a teacher. I'd never really considered a career in education, but I began to imagine myself working in a school, and I loved the thought of it. This was my first encounter with my own call to action, and I didn't even know it yet. I began taking classes towards my undergraduate degree in history as soon as I could, and after returning from another overseas deployment to Afghanistan in 2019, I separated from the Army. I entered a position with Raytheon Technologies as a field engineer, where I was in a constant battle with myself over whether this was what I really wanted to do or if it was just the safest option I had at the time. I enjoyed the many perks and comforts of being in a career like that, as well as the praise of obtaining such a big kid job. At the same time, the closer I got to completing my undergraduate degree, the more I realized how unfulfilling my situation was. At the end of 2020, I decided to leave Raytheon and completed my Bachelor's of Arts in History the following spring. We're moving. By this time, I had seemingly hit a reset button on my entire life, where I was trading in my title of Raytheon engineer for Trader Joe's crew member and trying to begin substitute teaching. All the while, that initial call to action growing slightly louder as I pursued this new career. That Trader Joe's employee discount might still be the best I've had yet, by the way. I learned quickly through substitute teaching that I wanted to serve students outside the classroom, leading me to apply for the Master's of Education for School Counseling and Mental Health Counseling program here at the University of Puget Sound. After applying and being accepted, I still couldn't help but wonder if my choices to leave my previous jobs and careers were the right choices and what people would think of me for making those decisions. It wasn't until the early phases of my internship that it all began to make sense for me. I was working with a 6th grade student that made the faint call to action I had been chasing seem like an air horn being held to my ears. This student was struggling to make sense of some big changes they were experiencing in their life. And I was faced with being the adult that I needed or protecting myself and the feelings that surfaced for me in those moments. Instead of letting the discomfort and pressure of the moment distract me from why I was there, I opened the space to be anything the student needed to process these big feelings. And my call to action in becoming a counselor became crystal clear. Coming to the end of my graduate program, I've gotten much better at keeping my things dry, especially without the use of an umbrella. More seriously, I've learned that necessary change takes a great amount of courage and the willingness to do things differently than what you've known so far. I've realized that the people you surround yourself with are not only a direct reflection of your own values and beliefs, but also serve as a network for support should you realize that you can't do things alone. I was shown how much love and power there is in keeping a circle around me of individuals that don't look like me or were not born into the same privilege as I was, and how equally important it is to include voices unlike my own whenever possible, no matter how uncomfortable it is for me. In closing, I never imagined that I would be standing here telling my story in front of all of you when sharing my lack of direction with my squad mates in Iraq all those years ago. This was only possible for me by listening to what started as a faint call to action that grew slightly louder as I used my own privilege of access to continue my studies in a liberal arts education. Moving forward, I hope to further my awareness of how different my story is from others, and how I can use the advantages I have gained to foster healthy partnerships in any community I get to share space with. So, graduates and scholars, I encourage you to respond when your call to action comes. I challenge you to find your place in the uncomfortable and settle there. I ask that you listen with curiosity to those you don't understand yet. And finally, I welcome you to join me in making a difference with the unique education that the University of Puget Sound has offered us all in any community you have the privilege of serving. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. I now am pleased to introduce our undergraduate class speaker, Riley Oeso. In addition to having a fan club, Riley is a first-generation college student graduating with a double major in African American Studies and Politics and Government with a minor in history. Riley worked as a course assistant for African American Studies, and in the summer of 2023, he studied abroad with the department in Ghana. Riley is editor-in-chief of The Commons, the campus undergraduate political science journal, and also serves as the head of staff for the Associated Students of the University of Puget Sound, ASUPS. Last fall, Riley helped found the Filipino American Student Association. His peers and professors have praised Riley for his leadership, kindness, and commitment to learning. Please offer a warm welcome to Riley as he rises to the podium.
Okay, before I start, I wanted to steal a page from Donovan's book from a couple years ago, because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I just wanted to like take a picture with everybody. Is that cool? Cool. It's gonna be a Be Real. Is that chill? Okay. Before I get into my speech, I just wanted to say that I'm so beyond grateful to be up here on this stage. I invited my family here this weekend to participate in commencement activities. Yes. One thing they weren't expecting, however, was to see me up here. For the last month or so, I've kept this little secret of being the commencement speaker. So little do you all know, you're a part of a little bit of a surprise today. Yes. I just wanted to extend my thanks and graciousness to them. I'm a first-generation college student, and being able to tell my parents how thankful I am for them is something I never thought I would be able to do. I would have never stepped foot on this stage, let alone walked across it without them, so thank you. Four years, some of us longer, some of us shorter, but for me, it was the last 4 years I've spent at the University of Puget Sound that have been some of the most intense of my life. When I started my time here at UPS, as I'm sure many of us felt in our little Zoom boxes on the computers, I felt lost. Then, getting on campus, I started comparing myself to others, my peers sitting here in front of me, and felt that there was no way I was going to be able to catch up. I placed this blame on myself. Did I overestimate what it took to go to college? Did I fail to see how COVID affected me mentally? I mean, my graduating class in high school was about 70 people, so this was definitely upping the ante a little bit. Sorry. Not to sound like a broken record, but to have graduated high school and entered college during a twin pandemic, a world full of the unknowns of COVID and the turmoils of racial injustice, shows how dedicated this cohort was to making it through and defying the odds. We were getting that diploma, even if it meant consistent COVID testing on a pop-up tent on the event lawn and talking to our professors through giant plexiglass walls. We all came in with resilience, but UPS is what helped us strengthen it. This is a unique position that our graduating class holds. UPS has allowed us to not back down from our difficulties, instead using those experiences to inform our future. We've moved through university with what seems like a million different things coming our way, but we've never let that stop us. Where nostalgia is lone, sentimental feelings of past happiness, remembrance is acting while considering memory. Nostalgia, while good in theory, can negatively affect your reality. Remembrance, although sometimes challenging, can show persistence and positive progress towards the future. After graduating high school, I remember reflecting on all the little awards and accolades I got. But the months before starting here, I did feel on top of the world. It was the positive nostalgia that I had for the moments of recognition that positioned me so well in high school. However, I realized that did not prepare me for the reality of coming to a university, a place where all my peers were gonna have the same resume as me. I had created a false sense of confidence in myself. Once I started school, I felt hard. I questioned, was I properly prepared in high school to be somewhere like the University of Puget Sound? There were moments in my first couple of semesters here where I felt like I was just floating, where I felt the imposter syndrome deep within myself. I doubt that I was the only person here who felt like everything I had learned before stepping foot on this campus left me stranded. However, in time, UPS helped me understand that those experiences that led me here are the most important parts of my positionality and my identity as a student. I want to shout out my faculty and peers in the African American Studies department. Yes, yes. This department, oh, guys, we're going capless. Okay, thank you. This department helped me during some of the deepest moments of self-doubt. When I reflect over the past couple of years, it was in my AFM classes every semester that pushed me out of my comfort zone. It was there that I learned I had what it took to be here. I've learned that experience is not expertise, but experience can help in your journey to expertise. It was in those weirdly warm classrooms in Howarth where I learned that my experience, my memories, whether good or bad, can positively impact your journey in learning. The struggles that I faced in my small hometown are not moments to hold me back, but rather moments that I can use to push myself forward. Nobody else here has the lived experience that you have to be here in this moment, and we must appreciate that distinction. There will be moments where we feel ill-prepared for what's coming next. And in these moments of questioning, know that you can always refer back to what came before. Every moment is a learning moment. My cohort here in front of me is about to close a major chapter of life, but that doesn't mean you need to forget it. Don't let the nostalgia of the past hold you back from reaching something great, but don't discount what you have experienced up until now as simple memories. There is power in the persistence of remembrance. Use those memories to build resilience and push yourself into new, dynamic dreams. If UPS has only taught us one thing, it's to remember to live to the heights. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan and Riley, for those inspiring words. As we honor our graduates today, it is also appropriate that we take time to recognize two individuals who, by their words and deeds, model the aspirations we have for our graduates and the mission of the University of Puget Sound. The Board of Trustees thanks them for allowing us to share their stories and achievements and for sharing words of inspiration and encouragement today. The citation for our honorand Liz Begert Dunbar will be read by Dr. Josefa Lago Grania, Professor, Hispanic Studies and Latinx Studies. The citation for our honorand Julie Lithcott-Heems will be read by Dr. Diane Kelly, Professor and Chair, French and Francophone Studies. Okay.
I can find it. Liz Beggar-Dunbar, your commitment to serving immigrants, refugees, and marginalized communities encompasses the highest ideals of humanitarianism and social justice. As Executive Director of Tacoma Community House, you led with compassion and dedication, championing the rights and empowerment of individuals striving to build better lives in our diverse society. Your tenure at Tacoma Community House was marked by tireless advocacy for your region's immigrant population, ensuring access to essential services such as English language education, GED preparation, citizenship assistance, and employment opportunities. Under your leadership, the beacon of hope grew ever brighter for countless individuals and families navigating the challenges of integration and self-sufficiency. Prior to your role at Tacoma Community House, your distinguished career included significant contributions to the Washington State Department of Social and Health Services, where you served as the state refugee coordinator and later as deputy secretary. Your valuable firsthand experience in state government, coupled with your deep-rooted understanding of immigrant issues, position you as a leading voice for equitable policies and programs. A testament to your commitment to community service, you have lent your expertise to various organizations, including the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project and the School of Urban Studies at the University of Washington, Tacoma. Your involvement with the Puyallup Valley chapter of the Japanese American Citizens League reflects your dedication to honoring your heritage and advocating for the rights of marginalized communities. Additionally, your academic achievements, including a bachelor's degree in social work from Washington State University and a certificate from the John F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University, further attest to your commitment to lifelong learning and leadership excellence in service to your community. President Crawford, in recognition to her exemplary dedication to advancing social justice, humanitarian service, and advocacy for immigrant rights, and on the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Puget Sound, Liz Beggar-Dunbar stands before you today as a candidate for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me as president of the University of Puget Sound, upon recommendation of the faculty and election by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon Liz Beggar-Dunbar the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto.
Julie Lithcott-Hames, your remarkable contributions as an educator, community leader, and a New York Times best-selling author have greatly impacted the areas of education, parenting, and social justice. Your work embodies intellectual curiosity, empathy, and advocacy, inspiring countless individuals across diverse backgrounds. Your book, How to Raise an Adult, grew out of your experience working with students as the Dean of Freshmen at Stanford University. You sparked a nationwide conversation about the importance of helping college students become independent and resilient, preparing them to succeed in an ever-changing world. Your TED Talk, How to Raise Successful Kids Without Overparenting, amplified your message of empowerment and personal growth. Moreover, your courageous memoir, Real American, bravely explores your experiences as a Black biracial woman navigating predominantly white spaces, shedding light on issues of identity, belonging, and social justice. In Your Turn, How to Be an Adult, You offer a compassionate and pragmatic roadmap for navigating the complexities of adulthood, guiding readers towards a more authentic and fulfilling life journey. Your impressive academic background includes degrees from Stanford University, Harvard Law School, and California College of the Arts, illustrating your intellectual curiosity and lifelong dedication to learning. A respected voice in education and issues of social justice, you serve on the Board of Trustees at California College of the Arts and on the Palo Alto City Council. Your commitment has been recognized by the NAACP of Silicon Valley, awarding you Legislator of the Year. President Crawford, in recognition of her profound impact in the fields of literature, education, and equal rights, and on the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Puget Sound, Julie Lithcott-Hames stands before you today as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me as president of the University of Puget Sound, upon recommendation of the faculty and election by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon Julie Lithcott-Hames the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters with all rights, privileges, and pertaining unto them.
Riley, thank you for telling me in advance that I should also take my hat off. I definitely learned this lesson from you. Professor Kelly, thank you for that wonderful description of my work. I appreciate you. President Crawford, trustees, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends, and graduates. It is an honor, truly, to join the University of Puget Sound community officially today as an honorand. I want to take you back to many months ago. The President's Office invites me to receive an honorary degree and give this speech. Of course I accept. It's an incredible honor, and I know my mom will be proud of me, which for some reason, even at my age, still matters. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago. The President's Office asks me for the title of my speech, but I don't usually give my speeches titles. And to be honest, I haven't even started writing it. So how am I supposed to know what its eventual name will be? And yet, we need the title of your speech, they tell me. If it's going to be in the commencement program, we need it now. Clearly, the 11th hour has arrived. So I do what any respectable UPS student would do and consult ChatGPT. Give me the title for a speech by Julie Lithcott-Hames that will inspire the graduates at the University of Puget Sound commencement. And within a nanosecond, the answer comes. What if you were enough? I like where this artificial intelligence is going with this. I think to myself, and then I think, do go on, and so I do. Write a speech, I ask ChatGPT, by Julie Lithcott-Hames to be given at the University of Puget Sound commencement called What If You Were Enough? Again, within a nanosecond or two, ChatGPT begins to respond. And it knows that I always speak for like an hour, and in a matter of minutes, it has written me this beautiful long talk. Then I read the fine print from the President's Office, and I see that a UPS commencement speech should be more like 10 to 12 minutes. What? 10 minutes when I'm accustomed to going on for hours? Maybe some of you in the faculty can relate. Okay, so I'm kidding about the AI. I'm a writer, and what I'm about to share is mine, and mine alone. And it is not my usual hour-long talk. Yes, I know you are relieved. Yes, I am not offended. Now that I've spent all this time dilly-dallying, I'll try to get to the point, which is a bit of advice to accompany you graduates as you make your way away from this special place. But first, I'm going to tell you what I think I know about you, because you should be wary of advice from someone if they don't seem to know or even want to know anything about you, which I guess turns out to be my first piece of advice. Students, here's what I think I know. For starters, at least for you undergrads, thanks to COVID, you were denied a proper high school graduation. So today is your first real one, complete with a real live speaker who is attempting not to let you down right now. No pressure. And thanks to COVID, once you got here to UPS, I'm told only one student was allowed to be in the communal bathrooms at a time. So you honed the very necessary but awkward skill of listening really well to determine if someone was, well, in there. And let's not forget the dreaded spit test. Come to the rotunda of the sub, you were told, and spit into tubes as you sit 6 feet away from each other. And you tried really earnestly to preserve each other's dignity by not looking at each other as your respective salivae fell into the tube. But I'm told your years here weren't just about spitting and listening for bathroom sounds. No. You were able to fashion a bit of fun for yourselves by stealing exit signs from dorms. I guess the doors here are really hard to find. Beyond these strange COVID times, I know that UPS students are passionate, determined, and the liberal arts impact means you're all involved in a multitude of things for which you're called "and" students, because you're this, and this, and this, and this. And I also know there's a tremendous amount of grit here, likely owing to the important influence of Tacoma. And, not gonna lie, you're said to be quirky. Some might even say you're weird. I mean, I wouldn't say you're weird, but some would say that about you. And that's okay. Because who cares what other people think when you know you are enough? Let's go there. The second thing to know is that the only thing you can truly be in charge of is yourself. You cannot change another person. Yes, they might in fact be changed as a result of your actions and interactions with them. But we cannot go out into this life expecting to change others. Like if I could just get them to change, everything would be fine. That is a fool's errand. But the tremendous good news I have for you is that you can be in charge of yourself, your actions, your reactions, your very sense of self, if you work really hard at it. And it is so worth it. I know. I know this because I have traveled that journey. Let me let you in on that. I stand before you as a 56-year-old, self-loving Black woman. But I did not always feel that I was enough. You see, when I was your age, based on where I was raised and how I was treated, I was in a desperate free fall, trying not to be the stereotype people had of Black folk, but also trying to figure out whether I belonged in Blackness anyway, being biracial and raised in white towns. I flailed about searching for external approval because I did not love and accept myself as I was. I did not know who I was because society and strangers and teachers and even friends had signaled one too many times that I was problematic for the sheer fact of my existence. And slowly, like ingesting droplets of poison over time, I came to believe that they were the arbiter of the truth of me. Through my teens and 20s and even into my 30s, it went like this. Then finally, working at a university, working to help young people figure themselves out and become who they wanted to be, unfettered by the opinions and biases of others, I couldn't help but yearn for the same for me. So I worked with someone I trusted and did the deep work, developed a mindfulness practice to know my fears and my triggers. And finally, by shedding the ugliest snot and tears, I came to name the shame of what I'd been made to think of me. And having the guts to name it all, first to myself and in the presence of a trusted coach, I tamed it within me. And when the tumult finally settled in my body, what I finally felt was the relief and certainty of self-love. Having searched for belonging my whole life, I finally know that it starts within. So let that be my third piece of advice to you. And when you like yourself and accept yourself, well, you belong to yourself. And then here's the magic: you belong everywhere, because you take that self-loving self with you wherever you go, and it forms a protective barrier between you and whatever may come your way. And this self-love, it brings a bonus. You see, there are people you don't know, you can't even contemplate, who need to see you loving yourself exactly as you are. You being unabashedly, self-lovingly you, carrying the identities you do in the presence of someone else who is similar to you, can be life-affirming for them, maybe even life-saving. If, as I shared my identity struggle, there was a stirring within you, an inner voice that said, she's talking about me, she's talking to me, well then, I was. And if this is you, I encourage you too to do your work. Beyond this innermost thing called identity, there are other ways in which we might be judged. So now let's go there. Some of us are perfectionists. Nobody here, but people near here are perfectionists. We feel we're only good enough when we're performing well, and by extension, we feel we matter less, or dare I say, we feel worthless when our performance is faltering or when we're outright effing up. If this is you, stop that. Piece of advice number 4, you are not a better person when your performance is better, and you are not a lesser person when you falter. You matter because you breathe. And you will screw up countless times in life, as I have, and you will learn from it and keep going. And let's talk about feeling judged for what we choose to study or do for work, because some of us are in pursuit of that air quotes right track because well-meaning others tell us they love us and only want us to be happy. And if we just pursue this major, this grad school program, this work, this identity, then we'll be happy and they'll love us. And who doesn't want to be happy and loved? But if you've been in hot pursuit of someone else's idea of the so-called right track, stop that. Piece of advice number 5, there is no right track. There is only the particular path that is right for you right now. And if you are on the so-called right track, but it is not the right track for you, even if you're good at it, paradoxically, you will feel like a robot going through the motions in your own life. So, seniors and graduate students, if you know in your bones that the track you are on is not the right track for you, you should get off it. Okay, but wait, now your parents are freaking out. Like, did the graduation speaker literally say that? Okay, so maybe try that air quotes right track for a few years. But promise me, if then you should feel deeply it is not the right track for you, get off it. Figure out the Venn diagram of what you're good at and what you love. Ask yourself what you would do, who you would be if they loved you no matter what. Ask yourself what you would do if you loved yourself enough not to worry about what others think. You want to be successful, admired, of course, and you think it's about your career and maybe how much money you earn. Yet when I ask about the people you admire here at UPS, I learn, for example, about a cashier named Young Mi who goes out of her way. Who goes out of her way to know people's names and say a kind word as she's ringing up your food. I hear of a student programming staff member named Cerny, who will always have your back when your plans go awry. I hear about a faculty member who simply treats you like you belong here and is so humble that I'm sure she doesn't want me to mention her name. But we see you, Nancy. You see, no matter what job you have in life, what position, what stature, these folks and countless others here at UPS have taught us that how you treat people is the true measure of your worth as a human. That's piece of advice number 6. So if you're going to insist on being a perfectionist, I'm going to say, fine, get to work on cultivating a perfect character. You are one person among 8 billion, no less important, no more important than any other. We are globally connected, yet we suffer from an epidemic of loneliness. Research shows that a smile at a stranger makes them feel seen. That thanking the clerk for being there, and even when they say it's just my job, smiling and saying, thank you for doing your job because it's making my day easier that you're here, shows that clerk that they matter. Can you do the work on your own rough edges so you do not trample upon others who, like you, are simply trying to feel that they are enough? Can you engage in the exquisitely human act of truly seeing others, holding space for their stories, their fears, their pain, and their dreams? I know you are enough for yourself, for others, for this broken world. Go be you. I am rooting for you. I am rooting for us all. Thank you.
Julie, I think we all feel like we perhaps just heard the best commencement speech of our life. All righty. And now for the long-awaited moment, we will now begin with the presentation of candidates for graduate degrees. Please hold your applause until all of the graduates present have been hooded and received their diplomas so that the name of each candidate can be heard and read. If, of course, you are a member of a graduate's family, please let her rip. Dr. Andrew Kirchhoff, our provost, will present the candidates for graduate degrees.
Will the candidates for graduate degrees please stand? President Crawford, the students before you have been recommended by the faculty to receive graduate degrees.
Okay. By the authority vested in me as president of the University of Puget Sound and upon recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you who have completed the requirements the Master's of Arts in Teaching degree, the Master of Education in Counseling degree, the Master of Public Health degree, the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy degree, the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree, and the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Provost Kirchhoff will now introduce the candidates individually.
Will the candidates please come forward? Nicole Helen Bowder. Kaya Joy Chappell. Sorry, wait. Sorry, going too fast. Kaya Joy Chappell. Whitney L. Cahoon. Brittany. Brittany Ann Holloway. Emmeline. Emmeline McCarthy. Annie. Annie Megan Sullivan. Joseph. Joseph Anthony Toland. From the School of Education for the Master of Education in Counseling, Patricia Albuquerque. James. James Paul Anthony. Alexander. Alexander Philip Blue Day. Mason Hawk Culbertson. Nathan Durham. Catherine. Catherine Noel Eaton. Fidel. Megan Renee Fidel. Amy Lee Graves. Sadie. Sadie Genevieve Hipskin. Ara Mae James.
Ainsley.
Ainsley Mackenzie.
Jeremy.
Jeremy Plyler.
Abigail.
Abigail Samantha Rees.
Amy.
Amy LaCatherine Schuler.
Catherine.
Catherine Grace Stewart.
Ariana.
Ariana Swansea.
Alana.
Alana Ray Winters.
Edward.
Edward Yu. In the Public Health Program for the Master of Public Health, Anna Magdalena Chacon. Jansen J. DeKel.
Ben.
Ben Helms.
Darius. Darius.
Darius Iyerzang Kodaper.
Miles.
Miles Patrick Lumen Nelson. Emily Savannah Palin.
Morgan.
Morgan Grace Whittington.
Here it comes.
In the School of Occupational Therapy for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, Paige Bagley.
Alyssa.
Alyssa Beck. Sharonjeet Kaur Bander. Taylor Blasco. Danielle M. Blue Day. Zoe Kaiza. Sophia Chang.
Jason.
J.C. Conti.
Savannah.
Savannah Sky Gerard.
Drew.
Drew Gosland. Sarah Elizabeth Johnston.
Amy.
Amy Lay.
Michaela.
Michaela Ray McEulis. Caitlin Monique Miller Ulmer. Isabel Rianne Mullins.
Caledonia.
Caledonia Elizabeth Vandenbosch.
Emily.
Emily Catherine Wybark. Kaylee Ann Yellowlees.
Noam. No. Okay.
In the School of Occupational Therapy for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Noam Baruch.
Victoria.
Victoria Joyce Chaffee.
Natalie.
Natalie Ann Doughton.
Sarah. Sarah.
Sarah Michelle Deerfield.
Is it Coffer?
Mary Ellen Cover Howard. Stephanie Iwasaki.
Kelly.
Kelly Berna Kiku Kawamoto.
Jack.
Jack Gregory Larson.
Julia.
Julia Olinda Matos.
Jenna. Okay.
Jenna Ann Miller.
Kiana.
Kiana Marie Serrao.
Laura.
Laura Elizabeth Soper. Lace Kirsten Caras Valera.
Noah.
In the School of Physical Therapy for the Doctor of Physical Therapy, Noah Gabriel Askew.
Jacob.
Jacob Britcher.
Anders.
Anders Leslie Brown. Jenna Marie Burkhart. Catherine Chung. Amy Elizabeth Day. Rochelle Dagamak Espinoza.
Amelia.
Amelia Gabriela Espinoza Broughton.
Mero.
Omero Guerrero. Sophia Camille Loprinzi Harden.
Taylor.
Taylor Hinshaw.
Jason.
Jason Hong.
Marissa.
Marissa Kirsten Jung.
Jordan.
Jordan Taylor Kasubi.
Krista.
Krista Faith Lum. Noemi Maya Mendoza. Natalie Laura McDaniel.
Brian.
Brian Mejia.
Jamie.
Jamie Mieko Murakami.
Brooke.
Brooke Nicholson.
Aaron.
Aaron O'Neill.
Lena.
Lena Osterberg.
Aaron.
Erin Elizabeth Penn. Vichar Ponkumnertsub.
Thanks, worked on that one. Isaac.
Isaac Nathaniel Pryor.
Stefan.
Stéphane Paul Robert.
Samuel.
Samuel Rodriguez Mora. Heather Elaine Rogers. Jason Bradley Small.
Melissa.
Melissa Ayano Noelani Sugita.
David.
David Long Tran.
Hilda.
Hilda Jeanette Villagrana. Sean White.
Hannah.
Hannah Yu. And Amy Zhou. Please join me in congratulating all of our graduate students.
We have now come to the presentation of the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Again, please hold your applause until all degrees have been awarded. But, of course, if you are a member of the graduate's family, please feel free to cheer vigorously. Provost Andrew Kirchhoff will present the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? President Crawford, the students before you have been recommended by the faculty to receive the bachelor's degree.
By the authority vested in me as president of the University of Puget Sound and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you who have completed the requirements the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Provost Kirchhoff will now introduce the candidates individually.
Will the candidates please come forward? From the African American Studies program, Kellen William Long Hagans. Rebecca Ariel Levine. William Matthews. Riley Ethan Ofresho. Chloe Pargman. Kimora Phillips.
Great.
From the Art and Art History Department, Belinda Ross Garrow. Hendrik Grisbowski.
Holly.
Holly Arvia Hudson.
Miss Kate.
Liz Kate Keenan.
Chloe.
Chloe Eleanor Knopf.
Aaron.
Erin Murphy.
Lily, right? Okay, good. Glad you made it.
Lily Jane Rand.
Indy.
Indy Marie Reynolds. Jackson Glenn Royer. Eva Schweber.
Kendall.
Kendall Lisa Taylor. Jackson D. Waterman. Isabella Serafina Yates. From the Asian Languages and Cultures program, Alberta Jane Chapman. Allison Ping Davey. Grace Eleanor Foskett. Caitlin Maylen Aiko Kadaoka. From the biology department, Roxanne Angustia. Olivia Breck.
Kennedy.
Kennedy Brown. Johnsy Allen Cabrera. Tristan Lizette Cranford. Hannah Mackenzie McCann Davis. Viola Sophia Drazga. Lara Amelie Flanagan. Hope Fleischman. Samantha Elizabeth Flynn. Clara Bailey Johnson Furman. Moira Patricia Gaffney. Avery Gephardt. Eric Matthew Gray. Jesus Gutierrez. Kiara Hamlin. Abby Hansen. Abigail Lee Jeske. Stephen Jones. Deniz Malek Kelamet. Emma Kessler. Ophir Klein. Peter Lageman. Mark Axel Lindstadt.
Claudia.
Claudia Luthi.
Melissa.
Melissa Lynn McDonald. Andy Malia Wayale Machida. Sage Matkin.
Elsa.
Elsa Grace Mayo.
Shreya.
Shreya Moharir.
Ellie.
Ellie Christine Moore.
Dane.
Dane Kayanakala Neves. Elizabeth Rain Olpen.
Sarah.
Sarah Olson. Caitlin Christine Riggin. Anne Marie Lillian Ring.
Karen.
Karen Rivkin. Kobe Rodriguez.
Rachel.
Rachel Hayes Ryan. Andrew Field Sadler. Ben Smith. Marguerite Joy Smith. Evelyn Standart. Aiden Engel Thiele. Joshua Jordan Thomas. Julia Lynn Vahey. Alexandra Marie Van Buren. Logan Wynn. Ariana Marlene Wong. Macy Ray Wright. Catherine Yielding.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Joy Zweifel.
Kevin.
In the School of Business and Leadership, Kevin Bach.
Emmett.
Emmett Carrier. Caitlin Margaret Chekian.
Carly.
Carly Marie Ching. Isabella Inez Shavati Shifty. Tried my best. Emily Cook. Jackson Thomas Richmond Dennis. Alyssa Erickson. Jack Fenty. Paige Alice Gerhart. Allison Christy Goodell. Katie Hayhurst.
Maxine.
Maxine Zucker Laterel.
Ella.
Ella Limoli. Makana Murashige. Braden Cooper Sawyer. Joseph Benjamin Schwab.
Lily.
Lily Shalom Steller.
Sheila.
Sheila Jewel Stern. Jacob Akana. Avery Jane Alaman. Max Arnaclef. Mason Bridges. Reese Butler. Xochitl May Castellanos. Kelson Chen. George Fournier. Elijah Grinstedt. Natalia Farias Hairston. Chris Haley. Hannah Michelle Hamilton.
Jack.
Jack Hanish. Benjamin Wesley Harkins.
Cody.
Cody Tashio Hirano. Gabriel Lewis Johnson. Kevin Karaman. Vincent Krems. Edward Lang. Jacqueline Lewis.
Congratulations.
Daniel Marlowe. Jessica Moore. Nicholas Muth. Mitchell Eric Nabita. Kim Nyok Nguyen. Sophie Nilsson.
Hello.
Jordan Elizabeth Noble. Anthony Nunez. Emma Pack. Giovanni Parascondola. Ava Claire Perkins. Daniel Peterson. Ethan Schwartz. Christopher James Shekels. Karandeep Singh Summel. Aaron Micah Tom. Andy Tran. Jack Anthony Valdez. Liliana Zagnoni. In the Chemistry and Biochemistry Department, James David Adicott. Quincy Elias Buickarode. Nicole Carver. Kate Jernigan. Dallas Jasmine Keel. Aiden Jome Oki. Megan Shellhase. Maya Stauffer. Mason Bradley Van Vleck. Sarah Rachel Weiss. In the Communication Studies Department, Jackson Aid. Emily Augusta. Guthrie Baggett Strauss. Rosalind J. Berberich. Aspen Bradley. Sarah Jane DeBach. Bradley Hankin. Eden Hawk. Hannah Yunju Lee. Anya Zindel Lipkowitz. Margot Elise McGinn. Julia Magnus. Josephine Shannon Marshall. Maya Christine Martin. Oh. Jackson Kent Morehouse. Piper Donovan Palmieri. Marissa Gloria Perez. Anna Lee Ratcliffe. Kaylee Marie Scott. Mira Lee Bernie Solom. Natalie Ann Fry Wilson. In the Economics Department, Clayton Anderson. Abigail Malloy Edinger. Lucy May Greedle. Noah Kaleo Henderson. Nathan Leroy Kuntz. Cooper Lawrence. Chase Denton Morley. Davis R. Rudge. Samuel Anthony Salzetti. Nina Sutherland. Richard Lyon Tauber. Elias Tiemann. Caitlin Morgan Wallace. Zarek Ashawn Waters. In the English department, Luke Fox Ahern. Grace Siuan Beltran. Abby Taylor Brado. Sadie Carter. Tate DiCarlo. Daryl Andrew Ellison. Sophia Pauline Geist. Amelia Cooper Guasco. Kaya Rose Heimowitz. Milo Tyner Hensley. Dominic Lafrata. Allison Georgianne Locke. Olivia McSweeney. Maya Nilsson. Sarah Ellen Orozco. Maya Rose Pratt. Austin Smith. Brenna Marie Sweeney. Andrew Chwanan Remley Wong. In the Environmental Policy and Decision Making Program, Amanda Jean Ausman. Avery Louise Jekyll. Alyssa Klett. Sydney Maysmith. Abigail Michaela Pierce. Sadie Jean Stone. In the Exercise Science Department, Jack Bailey.
Blocker.
Nathan Blocker. Ian Allen Patrick Cameron. Midori Carrier Berndt. Liam Elliott. Eleanor Camille Glass. Margaret Haskin. Shane Thomas Ivich. Kira Ann Lee. Riley McLennan.
Amade? Okay.
Jeremiah Amande Miller. Aiden Minamiji. Denali Marie Nelson. Denali Marie Nelson. Christopher Nickel. Jordan Reverman. Kyla Amber Schrader. Max Stewart. Kira Terada. Kyle Mark Wells. In the Department of French and Francophone Studies, Xavier Fidel Bizdek. Charles Dahl. Zoe Elizabeth Ellis. Jenna Thompson. In the Gender and Queer Studies program, Kaylin Chandler.
Harris Boundy.
Sabine Harris Boundy. Drew Hulita Katigbak. Sadie Scout Valentine. In the Geology Department, Julia Garrison. Melissa Nicole San Miguel. Johnny Maurice O'Neill Staver. In the German Studies Department, Rachel Margaret Ball. In the Greek, Latin, and Ancient Mediterranean Studies Department, Ezekiel James Pratt.
Yanira.
In the Hispanic Studies Department, Yanira Morales.
Angela.
Angela Lorena Ronces Cortes. In the History Department, Edward Craig Carlson. Emma Jean Curtis. Jamie Karina Garrity. Patch Gleason. Claire Kepler. Thaddeus Kuma Lennick. Delaney Morse. Skylar Reynolds. Isabella M. Rodriguez. Aaron Walter. In the International Political Economy program, Charles Rose Dolan. Benjamin Everett. Elias Garvey. Kaisa Gustafson. Graham Hall. Andrew James Matheny. Reed Marie Schultz. Wiley Seckinger. Samantha Snow. Phoenix Troy Stoker Graham. In the Mathematics and Computer Science Department, Matthew Harrison Allen. Curtis Alves.
Henry.
Henry Baker. Samneet Brar.
Rohan.
Rohan Crossland.
Zale.
Zale Dreyer Fadiman.
Mitch.
Mitch Hurley. Julia Keipel. Jonah Miles Kelsey. Liam David Kimball. Matilda Lerner. Alex Meislick. Delaney Grace Mitchell. Riley Joseph Pietenpole. Nicholas George Prater. Caleb Puapuaga. Spencer Raka Gwadzik. Carissa Riedesel. Abram Robin. Alexandra Soladilov. Svetlana Soladilov. Matthew Zoe. In the School of Music, Isabella Brady. Ian Dunlap. Ella Sofia Escobar. Emma Jane Flack. Larissa Rose Gulke. Liana Michelle Greger. Saren Hawtree. Aiden Dell Higgins. Riley Hyun. Chloe Gray Montoya. Grace Melina Plaisted. Jessica Elise Soltero. Mia Stenberg. Levi Edgar Walsh. In the philosophy department, Will Bloom. Phoebe M. Bach. Alexis Leong. August Mueller. Aliciana Sar. In the physics department, Tia Botker. Ethan Budd. Ike Scott Kennedy. Brady Nickerson. In the Politics and Government Department, Brooke Ann Berlin. Aya Maria Berwind Hoffman. Alexandra Nicole Betancourt. Levi Kramer Buck. Christina Culp. Madeline Elizabeth Dry. Lucy Gifford. Claire Elizabeth Hatton. Bentley Dane Kalick. Ashley Nicole Lawson. Maya Sue Luscombe. Stuart Methner. Abby Pearson. Nathan Sansone. Anna Celia Chenal. Anna Celia Chenal. Jack Simmermeyer. Tobias Laser Simon. Aaron Smith.
Stanglin.
Bretta Stangland. In the psychology department, Jane Frances Beacock.
Anna.
Anna Brewer. Allison Kallstrom. Michael Henry Conaway.
Is it Kiana?
Kiana Davis. Savannah Marie Gossard. Martha Ellen Gray. Alice Hardman. Natalie Diana Harris. Haley Marie Henderson. Taylor Herbert. Sienna Close. Eliza Lynn Cook. Jacob Krebs. Joaquin Gabriel Lang. Matthew Quello Moss.
Sarah.
Sarah McCarrick. Abigail McLaren. Skylar Dawn Menke. Hudson Hunter Morley. Marnie Braun Pardo. Lily Christina Poe. Alexandria Jade Radisky. Austin Russell. Tanner Michael Schreindel. Parker Elizabeth Shank. Maya Sheklow. Sophia Grace Shepard. Amelia Grace Shields. Jackson Slocum. Allison Jingmun Ariel West. In the Religion, Spirituality, and Society Department, Josephine Barano Watts. Mariah Canton. Aya Hamlish. Jenna Renee Lavati. Brooke Austin Jones. Jenna Pfeiffer. Elizabeth Schatzwell. Grantlin Stansbury Unterseer. In the Science, Technology, Health, and Society program, Harvey Cooper Carl. Gracie Mathis. In the Sociology and Anthropology department, Maya Jade Anson. Alyssa Suzanne Bierman. Julian Jessa Mahal Caneda Santos. Cecilia Louise Cobbs. Madeline Page Davis. Gannon Griffin. Surya Kalamani. Talia Leffel. Becca Clays Murphy. Aiden Perkinson. Laura Schneidman.
Hey, Lily.
Lillian Stevens.
Is it Trialsy?
Ming Trialsy. And in the Theater Arts Department, Ryan Bennett. Alice Noble. Canela Brandt Rowe.
Oh, that was fun. Okay. I am now pleased to introduce the president of the Alumni Association, Ted Merriam, in the class of 2005, to welcome you as the newest members of our Lager alumni community. Please join me in welcoming Ted to the podium.
Congratulations, classes of 2024 loggers. You have worked hard and grown tremendously as individuals and as a community. You have faced unprecedented challenges, that's for sure, and overcome them with resilience and creativity. You have made all of us proud, and I speak on behalf of the 40,000 alumni when I say that we are honored to celebrate you today. As you leave the campus, you may have a mix of emotions: excitement, relief, sadness, nostalgia, maybe even a little bit of anxiety. You may be wondering what comes next and how you will stay connected to the people and this place that have shaped who you are today. You may feel like you are leaving home. But let me tell you a little secret. You don't just leave home, you take it with you. Yes, Puget Sound is a physical location, but being forever part of this place is a feeling, a state of mind, a sense of belonging. Home is where you are a logger. I know this from experience. In my work on the Alumni Council, I've returned to campus over 75 times in the past 20 years. While the world and the physical campus has surely changed, the feeling of coming home has not. When I step foot in Jones Circle, I am still a logger, a lifelong learner in a rich community of curious, passionate, and compassionate people. At my own commencement, I was reminded of this by then President Ron Thomas, who passed away just over a year ago. Ron would say, for the wise person, the educated person, the person at an outstanding liberal arts college in Western Washington, beneath the great mountain and beside the silver sea, home is the place you already are and the place you are going to, the road to your future. You make the place where you are your home. It is not just one place, but a place that moves with us on the raft on which we navigate the river of life. Wherever life takes you, you will be there and you will find another logger. In my role as president of the Alumni Association, I've had the pleasure of meeting alumni of all generations across continents. From Seattle to Singapore, from Tacoma to Tokyo, from Poland to Paris, I've encountered loggers who are making a difference in their fields, their communities, and their societies. And they are always eager to connect, to share, to support, and to collaborate with fellow loggers. With more than 40,000 loggers worldwide, your alumni network is one of the most powerful benefits of a Puget Sound education. And your connection to this diverse community lasts a lifetime. You can be with loggers in regional clubs across the country, cheer on logger athletes as they compete on campus and across the division. You can mentor students through LoggerLink. You can write postcards to welcome the newest class of loggers. You can gather with classmates and teammates and housemates and clubmates every summer back on campus during summer reunion weekend. I am where I am today because of hard work I put in while at Puget Sound was supported by caring alumni who mentored and provided opportunities for me after graduation. My calling for the past 20 years has been to further the student and alumni connection for future generations of loggers to come. Which brings me to my final point, giving back. We're a family, we loggers. Being part of this family means more than just receiving. It means giving your time, giving your talent, giving your treasure, your testimony. It means giving to the students who will follow in your footsteps, giving to the society that needs your skills, your knowledge, your values, your voice, your critical thinking, and your ability to find truth and reason. Giving back is not only a duty, it's a joy that comes from gratitude, from generosity, from legacy. A joy that comes from knowing that you are part of something bigger than yourself. A joy that comes from being a logger. Remember, commencement is not a word that is defined by the end, but by the beginning. This is the beginning of a new chapter, a new adventure, a new journey. And it's a journey that will always bring you back home. Thank you, and congratulations, my fellow loggers.
Thank you, Chad. Members of the classes of 2024, I invite you to take a moment to turn your tassel in recognition of this important milestone in your academic year. We send you now with great hope from Puget Sound out into the world. This time is yours, and I can think of no more fitting way to send you out into the world than with this inspiring performance by members of the Adelphian Concert Choir, conducted by Professor Stephen Zoffi, singing Take Time, composed by Professor Rob Hutchinson. Take time to live, classes of 2024. It is what life is for, and may you make not only your own lives, but the lives of others better in everything you do. And now, let us join together to sing our alma mater, Jess Saltaro will join us to sing the traditional rendition of the alma mater once, and then invite us to join her in the second line through. The lyrics can be found on page 7 of your program. Let me also take a moment to thank Professor Gerard Morris and the wonderful Commencement Band for their performance today. Please stand.
All hail to alma mater, the best that can be found. The spirit of the Westland, all hail to Puget Sound. Our guardian is the mountain beside the silver sea. We love the alma mater. All hail to thee. All hail to alma mater, the best that can be found. The spirit of the Westland, all hail to Puget Sound. Our guardian is the mountain beside the silver sea. We love the alma mater. All hail to thee.
And that brings a conclusion to our commencement ceremony. Have fun, graduates.